Okay, good afternoon, class. Okay, so at this point we are busy with geometry. We are on page 9. Did we finish page 8? Or is this the first of page 9? Huh? How can it be that be the bottom of page 8 and 9? This is where I must start. Huh? No. We're on page 9. So we answered everything up until here. So we did A and B of page 9, eh? Didn't we do these two yesterday?
So we finished during break.
We did A and B. So that's what I said now, we did these two. Didn't I have to say that? So I must start with page 9C. Good night. So I'm supposed to have your worksheet, page 9. Okay, this is where we're at. Right, so where do I start here? X is equal to 121. Why? Vertically opposite. Not so? X is equal to 121. Vertically opposite. As you can see there, that's 121. Now what? Y is equal to 121. Going to the end. You all agree with that? What did we say about the co-interior angles? They are supplementary. Didn't I say yesterday that they add up to 180? So I must say 121 plus y is equal to 180 degrees. Co-interior angles with AB being parallel to D. So y is equal to 181 minus 121. Which is 39 degrees. Okay, they are not equal. They add up to 180. Okay. Look at the next one. D. What can be calculated here? A. How can we calculate A? Huh? Corresponding. A. Go with A. E is vertically opposite. I'm talking about A. 45 degrees. Why? Corresponding is what letter? F. So if I'm going with the F here, then that is the F. That angle is unmarked. If I go with that 45 degrees, that angle there is 45 degrees. Is not falling on A. You are saying the right reason, but you are doing the application of that theorem wrong. There's the U. Not so. So what do we say? 45 degrees plus A is equal to 180. Why? Co-interior angles with AB being parallel to ST. So A is equal to 180 minus 45, which gives you an angle of 135. You understand? The co-interior angles are supplementary. Co-interior angles adds up to 180. Okay. Are you going to calculate B? B is equal to 45. Why? Alternate angles. Correct. You see here? It is a Z. No? So that angle there is equal to that. So B is 45. Goes off. Alternate angles with AB being parallel to ST. Now what? How else could I have calculated B? How else would I have calculated B? Would I not have gone with angles on it? Why? Straight line. Not so? It's correct. Why? If you see the angles on the straight line, it must be that angles on the straight line is sharing the same vertex and the same arm. It's adjacent supplementary. That's the straight line. It's nothing to do with this angle C. Okay? Are you going to calculate C? C plus 45 equals 180. Why? Co-interior angles. Can you all see that? That U is lying this way now. You see? So that is parallel thing. So that angle plus that angle adds up to 180. How else could I have worked that out? The if. Can you see the if here? The if is lying like this. The corresponding angles. Can you see that, people? Then going with that, less writing. So C is equal to 135 degrees. It's corresponding angles. I know this is probably behind the calculator. Now you see that if is lying this way. So which lines are parallel? E if is parallel to C D. Can you see that? Now I'm not going with A, B and ST now. Okay? So it's going to be 135 here with CD being parallel to EF. How do you calculate D? D is 135. 145. Why is it 145? 45. E is 45. Why? You give me three values now for the same thing. Don't just call it out. Think about it. What is D? 135. Why? Vertical opposite here? So E plus D is 180 coincident. Is that what you said? Yes, that's one way of doing it. How else could you have calculated D first before calculating E? Yes.
So there's like an if between the D and
There we go. The if is being formed here. Can you see that? It's corresponding. So I say D is equal to 135 degrees. These corresponding angles. That if was lying this way. So it's going to be AB is parallel to EC. Then take a calculator away there and see how much. Yeah, just take this away. Right, so that's 135. And E? We said E is 45. As you can see, it's vertically opposite. Vertically. You could have started off with 45, with E, then gone to D, then gone to B, then gone to A. It doesn't matter. Because the question did not say in order. So you have a choice to do it in order or not. However, if the question says in order, then you must try your best to put it in that order. In alphabetical order, numerical order. Okay, any confusion here for you guys that you did your homework and you realized, but okay, hang on to something not right here. Is there anybody that's confused with regards to what they have written for you? Or is it now clear? Yes, Michael?
I'm not confused, but
You're not confused. Okay, I ask who's confused? Whether who did the homework then? Okay, you just have a comment.
no, I want to ask you.
Okay, ask.
So for E, I said it's going to calculate. I said E plus 135.
E plus 135 is equal to 180 y, co-interior angles, and then E works out to be 45. Correct? You'll also get full marks for that. Remember, if you're going to apply your theorem, or any theorems that was taught to you, correctly, then you'll get the full marks. There's many ways of calculating this, these letters of this diagram. You understand? In the order, there's many ways, in many orders in which you can do it. Okay? Many ways in which you can do it. Okay, yes, Blessing?
So,
Yes, Blessing?
calculating
Sorry?
like when the angle is calculated.
It's the U, yes, and then?
I'm confused.
You see, your problem was, you said that A was equal to? You said, you used correspond, you co-interior. But you said A was 45 degrees. That's what you said, co-interior. But when I explained to you yesterday, that these co-interior angles adds up to? Must add up to 180. Remember, I made a mistake in this diagram. So that was 70, and this was supposed to be a 110. Remember, I made a mistake here? That was 110 degrees. Measure what was the size of your angle for? Just check in your book. It can't be 70 and 130. Then you are just writing from the board. You are not using a protractor. Where's your protractor? Measure angle 4 for me. Can somebody give Blessing a protractor, please? You see, when I tell you to do something, you don't do it. That's the problem. So if you had followed the steps, you would have seen it works. What's your size of angle for, Blessing? This one here is? Huh? 110. So how did you get 130, Michael? Huh? You're not sure. So you didn't measure it, that was your problem. Okay? When I tell you to do something, it's for a reason. You understand? It's for a reason. So you got 110 degrees here. How much did you get at angle 8? At this angle here. Remembering this is the diagram here. Because 4 was lying here and 8 was lying here. So that's 110. And the size of this angle? 70. These lines was parallel. So what you notice, my girl? What you notice? That these angles adds up to? What's 70 plus 110? 180. Now measure this angle. What was the size of this angle here? Angle 3. 70. 70 degrees. And this was angle 7. Now don't call it, measure it. And 118 degrees. So what you notice, Michael? Adds up to 180. So co-interior angles, these two angles here, adds up to 180 degrees. And what did you say? You said A was 45. You understand, Michael? So in future, I ask you to do something, you do it. No? You don't write the wrong stuff or other stuff. Or the other people's answers. Alright? Right, let's look at the next one. E. E. So let's pull this down a bit. Right, where can we start here? Let's go with X. X equal to 54. Why? Okay, that is now simple to see. Vertically opposite angles, yes? So I put 54 in here. Right, now what? Z plus 54, yes? Equals 180y? Nice, well done. But let's do y first. Let's calculate y first. There's nothing wrong with doing x first. There's nothing wrong. Okay? I'm just going to do it in alphabetical order. Otherwise, you're not going to get an opportunity to use the co-interior angles. Okay? So then you went with alternately, not so for the z. No? It's easy to see the z. But now we're going to use alternative co-interior angles, the u. You see, there is that u. You see that? You're not seeing it. Can you see that, people? So what can we say? 2u? Sorry, 2y. Why am I saying u? 2y, the co-interior is the u here. 2y, because that was y plus 54 degrees. Can you see that? It's 2y plus 54 degrees equals 180. Why? Co-interior angles with EF being parallel to CD. Take 54 degrees over, so 2y is equal to 180 minus 54, which is 126. How do I get y on its own? Divide by 2. So x is so y is equal to 63 degrees. Yes, Michael?
So I got the same answer, but I said my reason is a straight line. It's wrong.
You're going to lose a mark here. Because you said 2y plus 54 equals 180. No? Straight line. But you're not using that here. But is there no angle here? Can you see that? That would be 54 because I'm alternate. If you're going to go with that being 54, then you must state it. Remember, whatever is not on the diagram must be stated. Otherwise, if you go here, angles in a straight line. But yet, that angle is still short. You don't have that angle. You understand? So you're going to lose the marks there. Okay? Don't you want all your marks? You want it. Then you must do what you need. Okay. So that's going to be 63 here. And that's going to be 63. I'm going to calculate Z. I'm going to calculate Z. Angles on a straight line. How else could we work out Z? We can go with angles on a straight line, yes? How else? Alternate angles. Not so? That's Z line this way. Can you see that angle is equal to that angle? Which is 126. Does it make sense? Yeah, going with the angles on a straight line. Again, I'm just illustrating there is more than one way of doing this stuff. Okay? So say 54 degrees plus Z is equal to 180. So angles on a straight line. So Z is equal to 180 minus 54, which is 126. Okay? Here we are told that in the diagram AB is parallel to CD and ST and EF are transversals, but they are not parallel. What's the value of A? What's the value of A? A plus 78 is equal to 180. Why? Right, well done. So A plus 78 is equal to 180. You're saying it's a straight line. So A is equal to 180 minus 78, which is? Well done, Blessing. Next. Is A plus B 180? Yes, Michael? Page 9. Are we on page 10 now?
Yes.
Okay. But the wrong page number here. Is it the right diagram? Okay, the diagrams will be very similar to each other. Number 2. Is A plus B equal 180? Sorry? A plus B, they are co-interior, are they not? Yes, it does the U form there. Yes. But is that angle plus that angle 180? No. Why not? Under what condition will it add up to 180? If the lines are parallel. Is the lines parallel? No. So will it equal to 180? No. The answer is no. Why? Because EF is not parallel to ST. Alright. Then it says, number 3, calculate the value of B. So how can I calculate B? B plus 102? We just see now, my girl, that A plus B is not 180. Because the lines are not parallel. Now you're telling me 102, which is A, plus B is 180. They will only add up to 180 if and only if the lines are parallel. Are the lines parallel? No. So I can't do that. B plus 138. Can you see there? There's your lines at the parallel. Can you see that, people? So fix. We're saying that B plus 138 is equal to 180. Reason? Co-interior. With AB being parallel to C. Now what? B is equal to 180 minus 138, which is 42, correct? Huh? Yes? 42 degrees. Is C 42 degrees? Why not? The lines are not parallel. So 138 plus that is not 180, because 138 plus 102 is 138 plus 42 is 180. So number 4 again, is C42? The answer is no. The reason? Because EF is not parallel to ST. Alright. Number 5. Number 5 asks to calculate the value of C. Are you going to calculate C? Sorry?
C plus 102 equals 180 because it's co-interior.
You all agree with that? He's saying that C plus 102 adds up to 180. Is this correct? Yes, absolutely. Number 5, C plus 102 C plus 102 is equal to 180, co-interior, with AB being parallel to C. Remember, when we're using corresponding, co-interior, or alternate angles, we must say which lines are parallel. Okay. It says flickering for some reason. Okay. So we go C is equal to 180 minus 102, which is 78 degrees. So that is 78. Okay. Number 6, they ask you to work out, calculate the size of D and E. How can you calculate D? Corresponding, yes. Do you see that F being formed there? That angle is equal to that angle. There we go as well. You say that D plus 78 is equal to 180, angles on the straight line? Absolutely. Okay, you all agree with that? Any confusion? No? So you're saying that D is equal to 102, these corresponding angles, with AB being parallel to C. So there's 102. Are you going to calculate E? Also corresponding. Or how else could I have worked out E? Again, angles on a straight line, which is 138 plus E is 180. So the corresponding, of course, is easier, no? So no calculation involved there. So E is equal to 42 degrees. Corresponding angles with AB being parallel to C. Okay. we're done with this page. I'm going to delete this page. We'll add another page, okay? Was there more sums to the homework I gave you yesterday? So we stopped here by now on page 10. Okay. So on page 10, you see there's A? Right. So we're going to do A and B now in this lesson, okay? Okay, we got like 15 minutes left. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes to do A. Then I will answer it on the board, okay? My God, you're walking up and down. Just do your work, please, man. Blow your nose there. The time I want to answer these sums on the board and ask you a question and then you can't answer anything. Because you haven't started yet. Yes.
Over here, does it count as an F?
Yeah. F is lying on the facing down. No? The arms facing down. Guys, finish? Okay, this is page 10. Okay, can we answer the first question?
Yes.
Right, so we'll try and do it in order as far as possible. If you can't do it in order, it's fine. So at this point, can I calculate A?
Yes.
Yes. Calculate. How can you calculate A? A plus 70 equals 189. So why? Nice. Nice. I'm glad. Here we go. Coincidence. Geometry, your favorite section? Getting the sums right in geometry. So you don't like the sections you get all the sums right in. No. You strange. Okay, but you're absolutely correct. A plus 70 degrees equals 180. Why? Co-interior angles with, now you see there's no letters on the lines. Not so. So I don't say anything. I just say co-interior. I don't have to say which lines are parallel. Okay. However, if these letters given for those lines or names for those lines, then you must say which lines are parallel. Does it make sense? Yes, Michael.
So working lines don't have the arrows, and because like at the end of the right hand side the line.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That isn't parallel.
Absolutely. So how else could you have calculated A? Could you have calculated A?
No.
No. So I think you guys must rather add in the fact that these lines are parallel. Otherwise, I don't see how else you could have calculated A.
I probably from the 70 and then up.
You started from the 70.
Yeah.
So that's 40. Are you going to calculate E? Vertically opposite to which angle? Nope. You see here, that line stops here. It had to be extended for that angle to be equal to that angle. Can you see? It's not the case. So E is not equal to F. Nope. That is why I say these lines has to be parallel for you to actually do this calculation. Can you see that? Otherwise it's not going to work. Okay. So A is equal to 180 minus 70, which is 110 degrees. Are you going to calculate B? B? 110 degrees. Why? Nice. See? Okay. 110 is why? Nice. Blessing, you saying it's 70, why? You see these lines are parallel? Corresponding angle, yes? But you saying it is 70, why? Co-interior. With which angle is it co-interior? C is co-interior with E. You don't have E. How do you calculate E? Vertically opposite. E is a straight line with which angle? 70. That's not a straight line. Does it look straight to you? No. That had to be straight. Then it's angles on straight. Which? D. D is a vertically opposite to 70. But if I extend this line, that's fine. But this line here, there's no line here. So D is not vertically opposite. People, vertically opposite angles, again, I'm going to tell you again, there should be two straight lines like that. Not lines like that. It has to be a straight line going through like that. You guys understand? It's not one straight line and you say that's vertical. No. It has to be straight lines going through like. You guys understand? Right. Don't make a mistake again. Please. So that if is lying like that, not so. So the corresponding angles are equal. So you're saying C is equal to 110 degrees, corresponding angles. Okay, there's no names on the lines, so I leave it like that. So it's 110. E. Sorry? E is equal to 70. Why? Co-interior angles. Yeah? There's your co-interior. Not so? Or there. Can you see that, people? So it's going to be E plus 110 degrees equals 180. Co-interior. Okay? So E gives you 180 minus 110, which is 70. Which you guys got, yes? Now what? D angles on a straight line. So 70 plus D is equal to 180, straight line. How else? How else would I have calculated D? What is that? Alternate. Can you see that, people? So both ways, either straight line or alternate. So D is equal to 110 degrees. Alternate angles. And the last one, if. Sorry? 40 degrees. Now, why? Straight line. For those of you who don't see it, here we go. Not so. So 70 plus if equals 180 degrees. These are angles on a straight line. Okay. Why are you on your phone? Huh? Now we're in a maths class. So f is equal to 180 minus 70 minus 70, which is? Right. For homework, I want you guys to do B. Okay? And then I'm going to send you to the group a photo of the diagrams I want you guys to do. Okay? We'll check it out tomorrow. For those of you who are not in the group, wait for the diagram. I'm going to give it to you to draw. Okay? So that you can have your homework tomorrow. See you this every day. Diagrams. Now?
Can I take a picture of that?
Yes. Are you not in a group? Why are you not in a group? Huh? Now you're going to take a photo? Tablet. Now why don't you add your tablet to the group? On the tablet. Can't you have WhatsApp on the tablet? Don't you have a SIM card? Why? It's only that page there, that 1.1 to 1.10 is homework. But since just put it in the group, no? It's 1.1 to 1.10. Right then.
When you that time.
Yeah, just give me a minute now. I'm now with you. You just cut in something. Ready? Yes, I'm listening. Sorry? Yes, I do. Why?
Someone was asking.
Yes. Now with you, just give me a minute. Just sort this out.